Hi, I'm Scotty. Welcome to my channel, Scotty's Clock World. Thanks for dropping by. The parts have come back from the ultrasonic cleaner, so we'll get them sorted out and put back into our foam block again. That's the motion works, those two pieces there. I'll cut the wire off that, get rid of that, put that in the bin in a moment. And that's the motion works reassembled. Looks pretty clean. Alright, put that there. Going train great wheel, looking nice and shiny. Put that in there with our mainspring from that side. And as you'll remember, we'll turn it over so you can't see the count wheel for a start. I always put two pieces of wire on the strike side train going wheel so you can tell them apart. In this instance, of course, it has the count wheel on it. You can hardly go wrong with that. But when you pick up a clock at an auction or a collectibles fair or a garage sale or something like that, you never know whether the springs on both sides of the clock are original or not. They might have been tampered with. One of the springs might have let go and broken, and the whole end has got a tear in it, so you can't use it. So what people do, instead of putting a new spring in, they'll cut 6, 8, 10 inches out of the spring, bodgy up another hole in it and shoot it off and say, there you go, your clock's fixed now. But it's not fixed, it's got a bodgy repair on it. So because of that, plus when each of the pivots on the great wheel are running in their bushings, they never really run correctly true. They're always slightly out, and there's a difference between the one to the other. Consequently, that's why we keep the two great wheels and the two main springs separated so we know which is which and put them back into their current order. Alright, that's the going train there. Doesn't look too bad. A little bit of marking on the escape wheel, not much, a little bit. Yeah, the leaves in the lantern pinion look alright. Right, we'll pop that over there. First wheel goes there. Then the second wheel. Check the lantern pinion. Yeah, that looks alright. We'll run over the pivots later and polish them, of course, before we put the movement back together. But I'm just doing a quick run over to check and see what work we need to do. No, those leaves are alright also. Fair enough. Now, strike side train. Cut the wire off it. Take the pieces off, one at a time. The fly. Yeah, that doesn't look too bad. Take that piece of wire out. Warning wheel. With this pin there, of course, it's an easy one to tell. Any wheel in a striking clock that's got a pin on it goes in the strike side. There are never any pins on any wheels in the going side train. Maintenance cam looks alright. Alright, cool. That's done. And the first wheel, we'll check the leaves on that. No, that's looking alright. And they haven't come up too badly in actual fact in relation to colour. And last but not least, the pillar nuts. There they are. Alright, put them in the little dish so we know where they are. And there's our parts. And our foam block, we'll put them in there. Little holes there so they don't fall out, so we know where they are. I will show you how to make a foam or polystyrene block for clock parts in one of the lessons in the new clock repair course I'm currently working on. The course will be released later on in the year. There we go. Third wheel, second wheel, the first wheel on the going side train. Alright, what we're going to do now is we're going to clean up both the plates, the front plate and the back plate. And as we saw before, we're going to get rid of those horrible messes of old oil and dirt and grime that's collected over the years, and that's excess oil on those two bushings, but the rest have got heaps of dirt and gunk on them. Look at that one there, or even that one up there. What a fabulous grinding paste that is, slowly grinding away the pivots. Good thing there's steel pivots and steel plates. This movement would be in a real mess. Alright, I'll get a tub of kerosene and a tub of lighter fluid and we'll start cleaning. And a toothbrush, of course. Right, we've got a tub of kerosene here. We'll start off with the front plate. We'll do the inside of it first, run over it with a toothbrush, and we'll get rid of all those horrible marks and the grinding paste and old oil and everything else that's clogging up the bushing holes on this plate. Slowly, methodically work your way around. Do it properly the first time. There's no reward for rushing it. It doesn't work out that way in clock repair ever. So we'll turn it over. Back to the other side now. Run over every hole on the plate, every part of it. And having a firm bristled toothbrush, you can get soft ones, etc., but having a firm one like I've got here, the bristles tend to drop down into the bushings and give them a little bit of a hurry up while they're there. Alright, that's how easy it is. That's the first one. I'll get some lighter fluid or naphtha now, put that into a dish, and we'll move that plate over and drop it into there. Give it a quick shake, turn it up the other way, and we'll just let that sit there while we clean the back plate. Alright, same thing again. Look at that horrible stuff up there. That'll disappear in no time at all when we clean it up with kerosene and a toothbrush. Hey, gone already. Very efficient way of cleaning pieces that you can't put into an ultrasonic cleaner. Just working round. Both sides of it, rubbing our toothbrush along, right over that post there, give that a clean. And that looks not too bad. Alright, I'll turn that over and start on this side of the plate. This kerosene is excellent for this job with a toothbrush. It lifts things really quickly, gets rid of dirt in all shape and form, and old oil and grease, and unfortunately DW40 that people are under the impression is a lubricant, but it isn't. It's a dewatering agent. The worst thing you can do is put that on your clock movement. In a very short period of time it gunks up, and that's the end of your clock working. Alright, I'll give our toothbrush a little clean up, get rid of the kero out of it. Now we'll run over the plates, top and bottom, to make sure they've got a good coverage. Even at this stage you can see how good the plates are looking. They're starting to look pretty damn new in actual fact. Alright, that's the first one. I'll put that over there. Now we'll get the next plate. Same thing, back into the naphtha. Submerge it halfway to get a start, and then work on it with our toothbrush, which will remove the last remnants of the kerosene that are on it. Up and down, round about, all over the place. Turn it round. Being careful of that rod sticking out there, we don't want to bend that. And get that down there. And that is pretty much done, I would think. Those holes look alright. Okay, now I'll get my heat gun. I'll put these highly flammable liquids out of the road first. There's not much chance of them bursting into flame, but we want to reduce that to slightly less than 0 if possible. Put him on low. I'll get the front plate first and slowly run over the plate, backwards and forwards. We don't hold the heat gun in any one position for any period of time. It'll heat up the plate and it may tend to bend it or warp it. So that's why we move the gun backwards and forwards. It's a very efficient method of getting rid of the naphtha, and that's all it takes. Alright, well that part of the operation's finished. What we do now, take a piece of pegwood and go over all the holes in the plates and check to see if they're clean. And they all seem to be pretty good so far. No dirt on the pegwood at all. We run over the front, check every hole, and then we'll repeat the process on the back. How clean's that? Lovely. Check these ones down here. That kero did a pretty good job actually. And the back ones. And then I'll run over the other plate off camera. And I'm doing exactly the same thing on both sides of both plates. And they're very clean, so I can fly through it pretty quickly. That one, that one, and that one there, both sides. That one up the top there. All right, I'll do the other plate and then we'll come back. Plop that in under there. And then, there we go. Stay there for a moment.